Hello everyone, this is Voltage, VoltsDev, whatever my name is. Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing my sort of first ever developer commentary type of thing where I play one of my games and sort of talk about my game and the sort of like design process that I went through, and this video is completely long overdue. So here we have my game called Unfathomable Nightmare. This game I released like sometime last year, and I actually started work on it at the end-ish of 2020. So I took a while to make this, and must say that it's an okay game. It's not like one of the best games in the world, of course, but at the time I was kind of really proud of my product. Then I saw people playing it, and I'm like, oh my god, their game is lagging. Oh my god, I f***ed up. I just realised I just swore. That's gonna be bleeped out. So with this main menu screen, I got a image from Google, just a random sort of like disturbing hallway image filled with blood, and just took this one. Apparently this was used in like a good ending of Mario.exe or something like that. But yeah, this I just chose for the background because I thought it looked creepy. So I've also got, sorry about that, I just burped. I've got these things at the bottom. I've got experience the nightmare. I legit thought it said experience the experience. But no, it does not. And I've also got control the experience and exit the experience. Because you know what? I legit thought I put this as enter the experience so that I would keep the sort of like a rhyming flow of the naming. But I decided to say experience the nightmare. But yeah, so yeah, if we click on control the experience, it gives us this simple instruction menu because I'm very good at instruction menus. Also, if I click on it again, I've got that lovely sound of Silent Hill pickup sound thingy. No, Silent Hill item select, menu select, navigation select. It's a select sound. And of course, if we exit the experience, it's just going to quit the game. So let's go ahead and do experience the nightmare. And that's the Silent Hill 2 sort of game starting sound effect. And we've now dropped into the world. And I love that sort of landing sound that I did. Now, I could have just not had any sort of footstep sound in this, but I chose to have a footstep sound to make it seem a little bit more realistic and immersive. And also, I love this. I don't think many people picked up on this, but just a simple sound of this sort of buzzing and that sort of light intensity sort of fluctuating, like it makes you, I guess it kind of makes you think, is it gonna just blow out at some point? Spoiler alert, it never blows out. And I also try to make these sort of, if we go close to one of these things, it's actually just a simple Minecraft tree. I don't think anyone actually went close to any of these, but yeah, this is just a simple Minecraft tree. We can't even jump, so, but I tried to make it so that the trees or the leaves themselves wouldn't be visible. Actually, hang on. That's weird. I never noticed that. That's so weird. Why does that happen? Okay. I never actually noticed that. Right, okay, we were detracting from the path. Wait, oh. Oh, that is definitely so weird. I don't like working with particle systems in Unity, even though everyone says that particle systems are like so great. I don't like particle systems. One, they're super confusing, and two, it just messes with how everything looks, and visuals and sound are key in making horror games. Like any horror game, visuals and sound are absolute key. So we've also got this sign. Now, some people just think that it says like this way, and obviously this way is not the correct way because it's actually saying exit this way. But what actually happens if you go this way is that you will drop off the map and you will just drop right back here. So just going that way doesn't really do anything. And I should have put in invisible walls because you can see this sort of green grass here. I should have put invisible walls because like the map is actually pretty big and it's actually very easy to get lost, and like it will take forever to get back to this path and to where you need to go. It will take forever. So I should have put in an invisible wall, but because I was so keen on the whole Silent Hill feeling that I just decided to not put an invisible wall. Now, if you hear the background music, it's called Forest Trails, and it's actually used in Silent Hill 2. Now, I've also mentioned on my main channel, Absolute Volts, that I'm not a huge fan of Silent Hill 2. Well, I keep seeing people. Okay, not gonna lie, I haven't actually listened throughout the entire soundtrack, but a lot of people seem to like praise or say that Silent Hill 2 is the best Silent Hill game, and I just do not agree. I mean, I like Silent Hill 2, I just don't agree that it's the best one. Now, we've got this Minecraft door, and of course if we go towards it, it opens up. Oh yeah, I should really say at the beginning of the video that there's like spoilers for the game, and if you don't want spoilers and if you want to actually experience the game for yourself, then go download in the description and play it yourself. I should have really said that. I literally cannot think properly. Wait, what? Hang on. I did not realise they would do that. Oh, right, okay. That's funny. Starts animating. Oh, okay. Well, I should have really fixed that. Well, whatever. You know what? In the future, I really hope to like sort of remake this. So now, whoa! What the hell? Wait, hang on. Don't tell me. What? Yo, what? Oh, come on. Oh, God. It's gonna make me restart the game now. And we are finally back. So let's just go in here and right. That's what was supposed to happen. I was not expecting it to sort of close like really quickly. But now we are inside of the house. So you know what, I'm I kind of forgot that I'm making a developer commentary. You know what? I thought I was doing like a let's play. I'm so used to doing let's plays, honestly. But I would have done more stuff inside of this house, but I think I was so focused on the main level that I just couldn't be bothered to like actually put in like a Minecrafty sink or like a TV or something like that. So all we have is just a bed, and this whole level part is just bad in my opinion. So let's go ahead and sleep on our Minecrafty bed. And now we are going into the main level. Now, the main level is not going to be all Minecrafty because I wanted to make it look like we are playing a Minecraft game, but you're not actually playing a Minecrafty game. So I kind of wanted to subvert that sort of expectations. And now we are in the main level. Now, it is a little bit darker than I actually remember. But let's go ahead and pick up this flashlight. And one thing I don't like about this is the interaction system is a tiny bit janky. And that's my fault for using a sort of first person. It's like a all-in-one first person controller thing. Yeah, first person all-in-one controller. I remember what the package was called in Unity. First person all-in-one controller, and it's okay, but when making like a horror game and you want to get like interaction like as you want it, like perfect and all that stuff, it just, I don't know, it's not very great. Like, you have to stop in order for the interaction to work, because if you're moving around, you're not able to see, well, you can see it, it's just really janky still. But let's go ahead and pick it up. Come on, pick it up. Yeah, and then that happens. So if you're moving around and you pick it up whilst you're moving around, your controller's completely gone, but you're still moving. So I could have accidentally walked right through this wall if I wasn't careful, but I didn't. So I needed to make sure that if I'm... Okay, not gonna lie, that kind of scared me a little bit. That's another thing with this game that I liked. You're not really doing much. You're just walking around in the room, and yet things happen to you, and that's both a benefit and also a drawback from this game, because I should have made it so that there was other things around in the level for you to interact with, and the more you interact with things in the level, the more things happen. I just did a timer, and like if this timer hit like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something happens. And then if it hits like, I don't know, 60 seconds, a minute, then something else happens. I just did a timer, and I shouldn't have done that. So here we have a door, and of course if you keep on moving, like, the interaction is not that great, but if you just go to the door and just stay still, the interaction is fine. So if I'm gonna remake this game, I'm definitely not gonna use this bad controller, because I want to make sure that the interaction is much better. But yeah, the door is obviously locked because you can't open it. Now, I should have made this obvious, and I'm so I hate the fact that I didn't make this obvious. You could actually look into the peephole, and I didn't actually make the peephole very obvious either. I thought that having like a black thing here would make the peephole, like, I don't know, an obvious thing. But I guess to some people it just looks like decoration or something like that. But let's go ahead and look through the peephole. And we see this ominous sort of corridor. And I like that because, fun fact, if I come out of this, actually, how do I come out of it? Oh yeah, right click, yeah, okay. So, fun fact, the corridor that's on the other side of this is not actually on the other side. The corridor is actually like over there. Yeah, it's actually like on the other side over here. Because, well, on this side, I mean, if you've already played the game, you know exactly what's on that side. But actually, hang on a minute. Will this happen? Yeah, okay, it does. So, if you wait long enough and the radio is still on, you just go towards it and the radio goes off. So, now that the radio is off, we're able to actually go back to sleep. And again, interaction system is not that great, but let's go ahead and sleep. And we've got a few hours later. Now, initially, I had all of this happening in one scene, but because of how complicated it was getting, I decided to actually sort of separate all of these sort of different sequences in different scenes. So we've got like main level 1, main level 2, and main level 3. So this is main level 2. And we've got a chair, which, again, you can't interact with yet, but we also have a key. Now, I wish I actually implemented a bloody crouch feature, because the only way to get the key is if you, like, literally stand in one spot and actually move your mouse over it in the exact spot and then pick it up. So I wish I did that a little bit better. So I can't believe I did that pretty badly. So now we can just go to the door and stop moving and then use the key. Nice. And then we can go through. And then the bell rings. And of course, we end up in the same room. Now, yeah, on the other side of that door is literally this room. This is actually on the other side of where we just were. Because I was trying to figure out how to sort of place you in the exact same room, but just, you know, rotate it around. So it is the same room, but you're just rotated. I tried to make it seem that way, but for some reason with Unity, it just wouldn't allow me to rotate my character, so I couldn't do it. I had to actually duplicate the room. I'm not even joking here. I actually had to duplicate this entire room, and I actually had to duplicate every single script I had on this room, just so that everything is the exact same as the other room. So, can't believe Unity did this to me. But yeah, the bell rang and now the bell doesn't ring anymore. So wait, are we able to go to sleep now? We're not able to go to sleep. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually look for the people, because this is time based, I can't remember when things happen. So let's look through the peephole. It's the exact same. Okay, so normally there is things happening, and I think what I try to do is the more you use the peephole, the more things happen, I think. Or maybe the peephole is also time based. I really do not remember. I don't remember stuff that I did in this. It was so long ago. Like, since making this, I've made a remake to the theatre, and now I'm currently remaking. Well, actually, currently I'm trying to remake. Sorry, Jeff the Killer, the original game, The Corridor. If any of you have played The Corridor, that game that I think Markiplier played, or some of the YouTubers played back in the day, and also a game called Gateway. It's a Flash game, and I'm trying to sort of remake that as well, but I'm trying to remake one game at a time so I don't overwhelm myself. So now we can go into bed. Hell yeah, man. So now, many hours later. So this is now main level 3 in the scenes that is now traversing throughout, and there is no change in the scenery, but now we're able to actually sit in the chair, and I've made it so that you can't look around yourself, you can only look in front of you, but if you get out of the chair, it's just fine. So I can't remember, does anything happen through the peephole still? Oh, I didn't mean to go through the door, for God. Damn it, god damn it. Okay, peephole. Give it to me, peephole. So yeah, the door's open, and I think you can also see down the corridor through the door that it's literally just a wall. There's nothing actually through the door. I tried to make the corridor so long that you can't see through it, but I did a terrible job. Now, through the peephole, you would normally see something down there, and honestly, it's just one of those sort of models from Mixamo, because I can't model myself. So I don't know if it's now time to go into the chair. Oh, it is. Yeah, I can't get out of the chair now. So we're just stuck in the chair now. Cool. And now we're going to be getting. There we go. See, you can't look behind you, but The thing that's behind me is literally just a cube. I didn't get any model. I literally just got a cube, and I've placed footsteps along like a animation timeline of when the cube is moving. So, yep, the cube is right behind me. I mean, obviously, like when you're playing this for the first time, you're like scared out of your mind because of not knowing what's behind you. But because like you know that a cube is behind you and not an actual model that's gonna come and kill you, it's just funny. But yeah, I like this sort of background music that I did as well, because it really adds to the, oh, am I gonna die or something like that, and then it just completely cuts out. And now I had to add in a Silent Hill siren, because I love sirens. I don't know why, but I just love sirens. And then, yep, it makes my screen shake. This is my attempt to put you into the other world inside of a dream, because in the beginning, when you're actually sleeping in your bed, that's you actually going into that sort of dream, and that's why it's called One Unfathomable Nightmare, because you're inside of a nightmare, and this is now the proper nightmare. So now I think you can kind of notice that there's no sort of head bobbing, because I don't know if you noticed in the previous levels that there was a little bit of head bobbing. There's no more head bobbing now, because I'm actually using like another first person controller. I'm not using the first person all-in-one controller anymore, because it kind of messed up with the whole like footstep system, because I would move into one position and then I would stop moving, and for some reason the footsteps would just keep on going and going and going even though I've stopped moving. So I had to use another controller, and that's why there's no more head bob. But this was my attempt to do like a hellish sort of reality, and I also tried to make it sort of look nice, but I don't know if I did a good job on that, honestly. Most of this was pretty much rushed, because main level 1, main level 2 and main level 3 with that sort of little room and the peephole and stuff, that one took the most time. Like I took like I think 1, 2, maybe 3 months to make that and perfect it. But this part, I think it only took like a week, maybe even less than a week. Like I rushed this a little tiny bit, and not a huge fan of it. But let's just go through this door, and we're greeted to this corridor. Can we turn off the flashlight? We can. Okay. And over here we've just don't ask me why I put this in. I just thought it would be a little bit funny. So even though like I'm trying to like give out like horror vibe, like a real ominous creepy vibe from this game, like I added this just as like a comedic joke. Oh my god, because I tried to put in a health system but it didn't really work, because I just didn't really work that well, because I'm not dead yet, am I? He keeps on hitting me, but I'm not exactly dead. But I do like how I put in a sort of knockback, because I tried my best to put like a force thing, where like something hits you, and then as soon as something hits you, like you just get pushed back as a force pushes you back. But I just couldn't do it, no matter how hard I tried. Like nothing worked. So what I did was I just teleported myself back a few inches. That's all I really did. But you know, there's not really much lighting in here, and kind of wish I did put a little bit of lighting. But we've got these doors now, and I just tried to whip up something, honestly. Yeah, I mean, this is okay, I guess. I kind of wish I did a bit more. Like, I wish I put in like a bit more sort of furniture and like furniture that's like placed weirdly, not like furniture as in, you know, normal furniture you would see in like a living room or something, but just like, I don't know, maybe a lamp that's destroyed or a table that's in half or something like that. I should have done that, but I think I did the best that I could with this, honestly. This was the first ever 3D game that I tried my very best on. So let's just go through here, and believe it or not, like all of this sort of building work was actually made using a tool inside of Unity called Pro Builder, and Pro Builder sometimes messes up, and it's sometimes very difficult to work with, but it's also sometimes very, very handy to work with. And we've got this nurse. Oh my god. So I love how like throughout the game I try to do sort of Silent Hill noises to make it seem like, oh, this is a Silent Hill inspired game. But if you really haven't caught on that this is a Silent Hill inspired game, then the only way for you guys to like catch on that this is a Silent Hill inspired game, put a nurse in it. Now you know it's a Silent Hill inspired game. So now we've got the last door, and wait, can we actually run? No, we can't run. Okay, so yeah, we've got the last door, and this last part was a tiny bit cringy because we've got a door right in front of us, and yet we can't even go to the door. So what do? Of course, we look behind ourselves and go this way. Now, I have to admit, I tried to make sure that everything was sort of like rotating or moving, but because it's such a cylindric thing, I guess it is a little bit more sort of trippy with this stuff. I thought it just looked bad, but it actually looks even more creepy. I did not realize I would actually have that outcome. And then of course it just fades out, and we've got this lovely nurse on us. Hello. Now, fun fact, yeah, there's no shadow on her at all, which is actually kind of funny. But she doesn't really attack that much. But if you just stand still, yeah, that happens, and then we just get teleported back here. So now, of course, what we need to do is actually pick this up and then attack her, and it's the most basic attack possible, and that is this. Oh. Wait, what? What the okay. Okay, well, this is definitely a bug. I never noticed this. Wow, okay. I don't quite know what to say about this. Other than, good job, me. And now we've got a chair. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go into the chair. Now, of course, this is the things for playing part. Right. So since that's the things for playing part, we can now exit. Apparently we can't even exit the game. So that has been my sort of developer's commentary on this. Because this is my first time doing a developer's commentary, like, it's probably a bad video anyway, but you know what? I don't give a damn. I just wanted to sort of give you an insight on these sort of design choices that I made in this, and just give you sort of an understanding of what it was like behind the scenes, I guess. Now, one thing I wanted to say was, because there was a radio in there, I was actually going to put in voice lines, and I actually did record voice lines, but I didn't put it in the game because I thought it would like add too much, I thought maybe it might take away from the horror feel, but saying that, I should have put it in anyway because players have actually felt kind of like bored because like you can't do anything. You have to wait for things to happen to you. So I should have put the voice lines in anyway. So guys, that has been my developer's commentary on my game One Unfathomable Nightmare. I might do another developer's commentary on another future game that I've made, or on another game that I've made, or maybe a future game. I have absolutely no idea. But this, I've wanted to make this for a while, just to reflect on what I've done and what I feel I could have improved on, and what I know I could have improved on. But yeah, I hope that you have all enjoyed my sort of insight. I may not have talked about everything, and this it's probably because like I don't want to make the video too long, and it's also because I don't remember much really from the game. I think what I wanted to cover is what I've already covered. I'm really hoping. But alas, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this will go up because I will tear my hair out if this video does not even go up. Like, ever. So, I better upload this. I will upload this. I will upload this. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys whenever. I mean, like, if you want to see me on a day-to-day basis, then watch my main channel stuff. I do a lot of gaming videos, and I do sometimes do sort of skits and other stuff, but I mainly do gaming videos. So if you want to see me play games with a bunch of editing and my personality, then go ahead and subscribe and watch me on a daily basis. But that's only if you want to, because if you don't want to, then don't. Simple as that. And I shall see you guys in whenever my next video is. Goodbye, everyone.